Hello folks, welcome back to the show here on FlickDirect, where I give you guys the latest that happened in movie news throughout the week, and then I give you all my personal take on the matter at hand. I'm your host, Austin Punnam, and to start out this week, we have some news surrounding Venom 2. So if you guys recall from last week, I mentioned that Venom had a short list of directors, and it's been revealed that Andy Serkis will be directing Venom 2, which I think is awesome because an actress director I think is the best director out there, and plus knowing his history with motion capture, with The Lord of the Rings, and other things, I think the Andy Serkis will be a great fit. And not just that, but apparently Tom Hardy is involved in the writing process, which is really cool. But now it's been confirmed that Michelle Williams will be reprising her role in Venom 2. Now here's the thing, Michelle Williams is a terrific actress. Hell, she was nominated for an Oscar for Manchester by the Sea, to which see that movie because her performance in that film is phenomenal. But I remember when I saw Venom, I know she was intended to be this emotional backbone of the film, but she really didn't have anything to do in the movie besides making a female Venom symbiote that makes out Tom Hardy, that puts Venom back into Tom Hardy. It's a really weird scene, to say the least. I hope that they do a lot more with her character in Venom 2 because, like I said before, Michelle Williams is a terrific actress, and she really deserves so much better than what she got in the first Venom movie. I'm really hoping that Andy Serkis and what Tom Hardy are doing with the script of this film, I'm hoping they can make a better film and give her character a better time, or just better things to do, really. But what I'm really curious about at this point is, how are they going to deal with Carnage? Because if you guys remember, at the end of the first Venom, Woody Harrelson was teased as Carnage, and I think in the most tacked on way possible. But still, I'm curious, because Carnage was one of my favorite villains out there, and I am really intrigued to see how they handle this character in Venom 2, so let's see how it happens. Alright, so the next news story I'm about to talk about here encompasses 2 points, and both of them, I'm not gonna lie, I know what to say about it. But as you all know, ever since Disney acquired Fox, all the Fox properties are moving under Marvel. That includes the X-Men franchise, Fantastic Four, and of course, as you would figure, Deadpool is one of them as well. And ever since that Deadpool came under the acquisition of Disney, everyone was worried that Deadpool will be rated R, and Bob Iger said, guys, do not worry, we will still make Deadpool R-rated. But now, they're considering making it PG-13, to which, who is surprised by this? I know that last Christmas, Disney and Fox re-released Deadpool 2 under Once Upon a Time, and Deadpool, it's like Once Upon a Deadpool, yeah, it was Once Upon a Deadpool. And they released it as a PG-13 cut version of Deadpool 2, and it did make some money, not as critically reviewed as Deadpool 2, but it still made money because, of course, when you have a PG-13 movie, it's gonna get more butts in the seats, obviously. And also, David Leitch, the director of Deadpool 2, who also directed Atomic Blonde and co-directed the first John Wick, did state that Deadpool doesn't need to be rated R, to which I'm thinking, are you crazy? There are ways that you can make a PG-13 Deadpool possible, but the thing is, if you've read a Deadpool comic book, the violence in those comics is really graphic. Now here's the thing, with the swearing, there is a way that you can make that work with a PG-13 rating, and since that Deadpool is a fourth wall breaking character, you can make him so far about the fact that he's been bought by Disney, and hey, you can't swear in a PG-13 rated movie, to which, that's clever, I won't lie. But in terms of the violence, I really don't see how they can make it work with a PG-13 rating. Still, he is called the Merc with the Mouth for a reason. I'll repeat this. He's known as the Merc with the Mouth. He has a potty mouth. Like, why would you even dare take that from Deadpool? And the other thing I've been hearing is that apparently Marvel does now to do with Deadpool. Are you kidding me? I mean, there are so many great stories that Deadpool has been a part of, or that Deadpool has done. You can't pull from one story to integrate them to the MCU because, of course, the MCU hasn't really done any dark and R-rated stuff that I know of, but just think about this. An R-rated Deadpool in the MCU will only bring even more butts to the theater. I feel like that you just cannot keep that spirit of Deadpool without having an R rating. I just feel like it doesn't work as well. So staying in the realm of Disney, as you all know, they have been large at hand at making live-action remakes of their cartoons. Now, while what I'm about to talk about here isn't a cartoon, it kind of goes on with my point of remakes. But now, apparently, Disney wants to remake Home Alone? Why? So, Home Alone, if you guys haven't seen it, watch it first of all. It's great. But yes, Disney wants to remake Home Alone. I believe it's for their Disney Plus subscription service that will be premiering in October, which I'm really excited about because The Mandalorian will be on it. But anyways, it boggles my mind as to why Disney wants to remake such a classic film. It makes no sense. There is no reason to make Home Alone now. I have always considered a remake just absolutely pointless unless if it's for two reasons. The first reason you should remake a movie is if that original movie was not well received. The second reason why, if they have to remake a great film, find a way to improve or expand upon that material if there is any way you can, without making it seem like it's not just overdoing it for the sake of it. Kind of a small topic because I didn't know what to say with this one, but it was something I had to bring up because I'm just befuddled over it. On to our second to final news story of the week. We have some news surrounding Moviepass, and this is pretty bad. I mean, this is a really shady move on their part. Now, while I don't have Moviepass, I have AMC A-List, which if you guys ask me is amazing. Moviepass has been around for quite some time. I think like, what, 2-3 years, somewhere around there? I could be wrong there. But anyways, back to it. So Moviepass has been around for quite some time, and as of recently, they have come under heavy fire because apparently, get this, Moviepass changed the passwords for people who are using Moviepass heavily. I mean, seriously, why would you even think about doing that? Now, I don't know if it's been confirmed that people who were working with Moviepass were doing it, or if there were accounts that were hacked. I mean, seriously, how could you even think to change users' passwords? I mean, if this is actually true, for one thing, Moviepass, the people that are doing this in Moviepass, you guys are scumbags to say the least. I've been hearing they've been doing very bad in terms of money because people have been pulling out even more so ever since AMC A-List, and I believe there's a Regal service now, and there's also a service that Cinemark does, but still, wow. Like I mentioned before, I have not used Moviepass. I'm on AMC A-List, which is amazing, but for everyone that's on Moviepass, I'd recommend get away from Moviepass ASAP so this does not happen to you, because for anyone that has it, I actually know a couple of people that are using Moviepass right now that are still using it. Whoever uses it and this happened to you, I just want to say you deserve so much better than that, and just get on to something that actually is worth your time and your money. And now to our final news story of the week, we go back in terms of Disney, and this is something that really concerns me because I love this trilogy, and I really don't want them to continue this because I thought it ended perfectly. So, as we all know, the new Planet of the Apes trilogy was incredible. I loved Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Dawn was even better somehow, but War, I don't know how they made that film even better than Dawn and Rise, but they did. And if you ask me, War of the Planet of the Apes is the best out of the trilogy. And I thought that they ended this trilogy perfectly on War with just the beautiful but still bittersweet ending that they did end it on. But now apparently Disney is planning on continuing the Planet of the Apes franchise after War of the Planet of the Apes. I don't know if they're doing their own new trilogy following War of the Planet of the Apes, or if they're remaking it, to which, don't do that, please. Now, I know that Matt Reeves did state that there are ways to continue the Planet of the Apes franchise past War of the Planet of the Apes, but still, I don't think it's necessary. The thought of them continuing what happens after War for the Planet of the Apes, I mean, that's why we have the original films. I love this trilogy so much that I have all 3 movies down there somewhere in 4K. You know what? Someday I need to rewatch them. There is no need to not only remake Home Alone, but there is no need to continue on for Planet of the Apes and end it perfectly. Let's just keep it to where it is. I mean, unless they have an amazing idea that executes very well for Planet of the Apes, leave it alone. Alrighty guys, and that is going to do it for this week's show. Please comment out and let me know below, how do you all feel about the news surrounding Venom 2 that Michelle Williams is going to reappear? Also, how do you guys feel about Deadpool 3 possibly not being R-rated? Also, with Disney remaking Home Alone, I still cannot believe that. Do you guys think it's necessary, or do you think it's really not a good idea at all? Also, when it comes to Moviepass, let me know about your feelings about Moviepass changing the passwords for our users. And finally, how do you guys feel about Disney possibly continuing the Planet of the Apes franchise past War for the Planet of the Apes? Let me know below. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's show. If so, please hit that like button and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell for whenever a new video from us goes live. If you guys want to see any of our previous 2 shows, please click either right there or there. And of course, until next week's show, we'll see you guys next week. Have a great week, guys.